Here we go, fight number 3 tonight. Blane Wallace and Dominic Papillion ready to get things going here. Papillion will be in the black and red while Wallace is in the black and white. Fight is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds, and they are throwing immediately.
Sharp hands. Looks like Papillion's got some boxing. He's chunking him. Blane Wallace would do well to change levels and score a takedown.
Both guys with a flurry of fists here early on in this thing. This is a, man, Papillion's got some power behind those punches.
He's really chunking him, and I just had a feeling South Louisiana could wing some punches. Papillion's got a boxing background, no doubt about that. Firing a nice kick as well. This is a scrap, ladies and gentlemen.
Really an impressive job there by Wallace to kind of weather the storm, and you can see he's looking for that takedown. He wants to try and get this thing down on the mat. I don't think I'd want to stand up with Papillion right now. Those are some serious hands he's throwing.
The tactical thing to do with for Blane Wallace would be to grapple. I mean, I think that Blane can grapple. He can close the distance and maybe take off a little sting from those punches. Papillion's really winging him.
It was a good job by Papillion there to get off the fence and get it back to the center of the octagon, where it looks like he's very comfortable. And of course, this is his amateur debut, so he's looking really comfortable inside the octagon.
Amateur MMA debut, but I'm gonna grab Mr. Papillion here after the fight, and I'm willing to bet he's got some amateur boxing. Probably quite a few fights. He looks very, very measured out there. Looking good, looking sharp. Look how open his eyes are, and he's picking his shots and firing them one at a time, eyes wide open. It's impressive. Blane Wallace coming back with a nice cross.
Yeah, Blane Wallace certainly settling in there as well. Both guys landing a ton of punches here early on.
Nice sharp jab from Papillion.
It's crisp, man.
Wallace has to move his head offline and answer back just like that.
Ooh, it's a huge left.
Nice sharp left hook. Blane Wallace is hurt here.
Yeah, he is.
Legs are straight, but he recovers quickly. He's a young whippersnapper, this young man.
Man, that was a great job by Wallace to weather the
storm.
Great
level change, and that's really what Wallace needed. Intelligent fighting, intelligent.
Well, this happened to Wallace in his first fight. He was kind of getting beat up a bit on the feet, and then he ultimately took it to the ground and finished it via submission. So this is not uncharted territory for him as he now starting to land on top.
Blane Wallace doing really good things. Papillion, again, I don't think he's very well versed on the mat. Just kind of trying to turn his hips. He looks like he's a physical guy, but he's really wasting a lot of energy here, and Blane Wallace doing a good job keeping him controlled. Raining punches on his head. Very nice work from Blane Wallace. Dominic Papillion just holding on for dear life. Unanswered shots here from Blane Wallace, and Stan's got to take a look here. I know Papillion's been competitive, but he doesn't have an answer for this position.
He needs to weather it for about 10 more seconds to survive the round.
I think this fight's over with.
No, he's going to survive. That's tough, man.
Bossier City, we got
that's a tough spot for a referee right there, right?
Tough spot for a referee, but you can't listen to the clock. You gotta look at the fighter and look at the damage that's being accumulated.
Going now to the second round.
Going to the second round now.
Brought to you by Bishop's Debt Company. Round 2 coming up.
Tough to watch there. Papillion took a lot of unanswered shots. Blane Wallace looking fresh. What a fight. This is a scrap.
Woo. Man. I mean, early on, for a split second, it looked like Papillion was about to put Blane Wallace lights out, and then right there, Wallace recovers immediately, gets the takedown, and re-grabs control. There's actually a big smile on Papillion's face. I think he's comfortable in this kind of fight, though, man.
Well, he needs to keep it on the feet. He needs to be not so comfortable and move his feet and keep him moving, because if he gets grounded again and gets in a spot like that, and there's time on the clock, it doesn't look as if he has the answers. Blane Wallace, a competent grappler, and Papillion not so much. It would behoove him to keep this fight standing.
Who won that round?
You gotta give it to Blane Wallace. Okay. All the unanswered shots. Papillion did have some good stuff, but it's 10-9 Blane Wallace.
Here we go, round number 2. In the third fight of the night between Blane Wallace and Dominic Papillion.
These guys setting the River Dome on fire. Nice sharp right hand. You can really tell that Papillion's trying to find that cross. Yeah, and he's found his mark on it here early.
Yeah, that right eye of Blane Wallace is definitely showing some damage. There's another good right from Papillion.
Blane's got to get his head offline. He had a nice level change early. There we go again. Papillion just doesn't have the reaction for the wrestling, and this is gonna get bad quick.
Trying to hold on here is Papillion. Maybe one of his only things he can do at this point. You can just see Blane much more advanced on the ground.
And you can see Papillion just holding on for dear life. You never hold the cross side body. Now Wallace effortlessly to mount, and Papillion has no answer for this position. Blane Wallace just going to continue, pick up right from where he left off in the first round, and there's about to be a lot of unanswered shots. Ref needs to really take a look here. And we're going to stop the fight. Nice performance by Blane Wallace.
Blane Wallace, that is 3 straight victories inside the octagon. All 3 fights he has either won by submission or this one right here. He finishes it off. 3 impressive wins.
Yeah, impressive stuff too. He had to make the adjustment and rally back. It's always good to see these guys face a little adversity in that cage. And I thought Blane Wallace was a stud from the first time I saw him fight, and he continues to impress me every time he comes out.
Well, both guys were impressive, right? I know Dominic Papillion's going to take his first loss in his debut, but my God, he showed some really impressive stuff there on the striking in the first round.
Really impressive stuff, and Dominic Papillion's got a whirlwind of talent, but you got to come in here with a full skill set. You got to know how to grapple. Quite apparent that he doesn't do much work on the ground.
And that's kind of a problem when you're training yourself, right?
That's a difficult thing to rally from. You know, who knows? The future could be bright for both of these young gentlemen.
I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Basil Maju, calls a stop to the fight. 1 minute, 6 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Blane Wallace.
Resiliency has been the story for Blane Wallace. All 3 fights, he's kind of fallen behind early, and then he's battled his way back to get the finish, and right here, but via TKO in the second round. Impressive stuff from Blane Wallace.
A tough young man, a guy who, again, has a bright future. I look forward to seeing more from young Blane Wallace. Another 5-1-5 export. These guys doing good tonight, 2-0 so far.
And a great chin right there, because he absorbed some real serious shots.